EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Power running by Zeke. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 47. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 26 Mike. 26.
They'll try to throw down. Prescott on a crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go. 59. 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And now the Rams are going to halt things as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The give is to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You ain't doing nothing today. 47.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. Elliott. The 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big pickup of 38. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Rams' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal.
58, come on. 50, twerk, hey. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 58, right over there, yeah. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mike, 48, Mike.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Cut. Line 20. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throwing on third. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. Hey, watch the ball.
From the 36, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Goff. And incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54.
Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We're good.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jalen Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Check 52. Everyone kill. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Elliott running right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's track. He's coming up. We got double up. 61, match box.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Everybody, line in. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike is 59. 46. Check nickel.
second down. It's Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Goff will lead the EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Sliding. March 56. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Push him back.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Two times.
They run the counter. Elliott stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give to Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
There you go. Line in. Tighten down. There you go. 24 is the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Check, tight right. Go up there, check the outside.
Kill.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
5. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Hey, kill. Get ready. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go. You tighten up. Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Go.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cowboys nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Off to Thomas on the left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
48 to Mike. Exit. 48 to Mike. 48 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Breeze again. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Stop your whining. 5-1. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, easy. Right there. 54. 53.
Now Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. His defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Under. Check.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Saints.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Go. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. And I'm coming out to you.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Breeze to throw again. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
'24's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal from the 1.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Easy, opposite.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First down 10. At their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Double time. Hey.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's bring it.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
47.
Now Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run on 1st down. Weber. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 14 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Saints take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill. Here we go. Yes. Jim. Watch the safety creep. 36, 30. Kill.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 13.
Watch twitch. Easy, opposite.
Throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
George Iloka on the tackle. It's a gain of 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get him, boys.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 48. Here we go.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Swing. 12. 20 seconds.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 480. That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We got 4.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they'd have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
It's a party now.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike 54. Right here. That's what I do. 11. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Too little, Cupcake.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
We go 21.
Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 5'8. Check back. 54. Kill. Yep. Watch the twist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
There we go. 56, right there, 56. No chance. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Alert 3.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
47, Mike, 47. Time to go, night. 47's the Mike, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
2. Hey, Foxtrot.
Shotgun now for Brees. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill.
A handoff left. Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. Ringo. 21. Hey, wahoo! Clock.
There's Breeze. Incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check 48's the mic. Bravo. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's make these babies.
Check.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now Austin. A great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Elliott. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go again. Mike Smith. Watch the run.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Got a man open, it's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready? You ready? Right there in the middle, 55. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty... Sammy! He's coming. Double up. 11. He's coming, double up. Hey, orbit. Ready, tackle.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike, 5'9".
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Is a turnover on downs.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
40. 480. Double dog. That's the way.
26. On second down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
To throw is Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. I got one.
Mike, 48. Watch the run.
11.
48 for Mike.
Hey, easy.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Okay,
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Breeze now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Breeze now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, Prescott. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. This is Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 12. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Back. 5-9.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
54, right there. Watch this.
On second down and 4, Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Watch the pass. Watch it. Kill. Mike, 54. 13. 54. And let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Right there. 54. Right there.
So here we go on fourth down with Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
11. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. 5.
Brees to throw again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. We go 21. Right now. Mike. Hey, Alpha. I'm coming after you. Hey, easy. 48 to Mike. Off the screen.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Brees again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Easy.
Switch. 48 Mike.
21.
Watch the cross.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 5-8.
Mike 5-4. 5-8. You know me. Let's go, baby. Kill.
Hey, zoom.
Watch out. Check Mike 50.
To throw, it's Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. They're going to 52. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 56,
right there. 56. Here we go.
So on 1st down, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
You draw quarters. Check. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we got Mike. Check.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 48.
Hey, easy.
Here we go. 48.
Shotgun now for Brees. Again has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check, 48's the mic. Check.
Hey, Delta.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that is incomplete here.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Easy, opposite.
You ain't going nowhere. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Here go, 21.
Mike 54.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Whoa.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Go.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike's 5'4".
You kill.
Mike's 5'4".
Hey, they're scared.
Hey, watch Sam.
Hey. High 7.
Here's Brees. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Hey, lady.
Check 48's the mic. Coming to you.
Check 37.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
48 right now. Let's go. Watch QB jump. Mike 48.
Y'all not ready.
Here we go.
Motion.
Tonight.
Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
6-yard line.
Twelve.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, left side, caught by Matthews. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, box drop.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A give to Elliott running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
There you go.
Mike's 56.
Yeah.
Tight dog.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 48 right now. Let's go.
What we got?
11.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Wow. Hey, wahoo.
48 to Mike. Rabbit.
46.
Back to throw, Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to air this thing out deep for and this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill.
Deuce. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
5-9. Hey, easy.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You're trash.
Smooth.
Breeze to throw. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
48 Mike. 48.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Hey, easy. Hey, kill.
To throw is Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Hey, here we go.
43. Check 43. Okay, double. Show it up.
Here we go. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Prescott. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go, 47. Here we go, see?
Here I come. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't get nervous.
Here we go, 47.
43 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.